Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and today I have another episode of card making for scrapbookers with Sara Scraps. And today we are focusing on chipboard. So a lot of us have chipboard from different collections, and today I'm featuring this chipboard from the Simple Stories Princess Enchanted collection. And I just thought this would be good to use since it was in my March kit for how to kill a kit with style, and I really wanted to use some of it up on a card. I had this idea for a while now and I just wanted to follow up with it. You'll also see that I have a paper pad picked out called the Sweet Stack, I think. The Sweet Stack with glitter? I'm not sure. But I have two A2 card bases made, and that's simply cutting an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock in half and then scoring it in half again. Now onto the chipboard. I haven't used any of this chipboard yet. The missing pieces are actually pieces that have just fallen out. And I knew I definitely wanted to use the little thought bubble that says, wish upon a star. I thought that'd be perfect for a birthday card for a young girl or a young boy. And I ended up using two papers out of this paper pad. And as a sneak peek, this paper pad's actually in my April How to Kill a Kit with Style kit. So stay tuned for that. And you guys can see that on my channel. And if you guys didn't know, Sara Scraps also participates and was the founder of the How to Kill a Kit with Style group. And if you haven't checked her out yet, definitely check her out. She's always linked down below on these videos in case you guys are interested in seeing a lot of great videos. She's got a ton of them and you guys will love them. So the main part that I struggled with was picking out which pattern paper. Since the thought bubble is in a cream color, I didn't want a paper with a lot of white on it because I didn't want to distract from, you know, the cream colored thought bubble. And that also has a ton of colors on it. It's hard to see on camera, but there's a bunch of little stars next to the wish upon a star statement. That's sort of what makes up the thought bubble, makes it really cute. And since there's so many colors, I decided to go with pink. I just think it went well. And then you also notice that I pulled out that frog there. He's going to stay on the layout. I thought he would be adorable as the person thinking about wishing upon a star because he's a little prince frog. I just thought it was cute. I ended up messing up cutting out that pink cardstock. I originally wanted it to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I cut it at 4 1/4 and 5 1/4. So what I ended up doing is picking out a second piece of pattern paper, which is this bright pink that I'll come back to, and using that as 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 as a second layer underneath the light pink, which is now going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So there'll be a nice border around it and nothing too crazy. Now there is this particularly bold orange flower on it, but I sort of chopped most of it off and I'm not too worried about it peeking through on the edge. I think it'll look fine. There's a little bit of orange on this, I think it's on this, yeah, the stars of the wish upon a star section, so I'm not too worried that there's a little bit of orange peeking through. You can hardly notice it right now, but I think it'll look fine. So now that I have those elements picked out, I definitely want something else on here, but first I'm going to glue it all together, at least the card base to the different paper layers, just so I can have those in place while I work with my chipboard over on the page. And if you guys have leftover chipboard from a collection, this is a great way to use it. Just putting one piece of chipboard on as a main component and then maybe a doily or some coordinating die cuts, and you don't even have to put a sentiment on the front of the card. But that's a great way to use up the rest of a collection if you guys have any lying around, which I'm sure all of us do have a few bits we don't know what to do with. I do try to pull out some of these hearts that are in here, but they're just not the right colors. I'm not really fond of how that looks, especially without having outlines on them. I think they look a little bit weird. So I ended up pulling out these Studio Calico stars, which were given to me from a giveaway I went on Instagram, and they're the perfect colors. I got a light pink and a dark pink, and they match beautifully to the colors on this card already. And again, these are from Studio Calico, and I don't think you can get them anymore, but they are super duper cute. And I like that they're a thinner chipboard. So if you're not a huge fan of chipboard, which I know Sarah's not, she doesn't use it too often, so this card was a little bit of a challenge for her to use something she doesn't particularly love. But I prefer the thinner chipboards sometimes as well. And these are a great example of it. They're just really thin chipboard compared to like the Echo Park or Simple Stories ones that come in those 6 by 12 packages, which are relatively thick. So I'm going to glue these down. And whenever I glue chipboard, I always also add a little bit of liquid glue onto the back, just because I don't want anything to fall off. So I end up gluing those down, and this is Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive, and that's how that's going to work. So I do pull out a couple of these stars. So I pull out one of each of the large size, so two of the largest size, one in light pink and one in dark pink, two of the smallest size, one in dark pink and one in light pink, and then I realized it looks a little funny, so I'm thinking maybe enamel dots, maybe another star to kind of balance it out, and I just thought that putting another one for each grouping just looks a little bit funny. There's something about it that needs like a third color. So I thought about using some of my puffy stickers or my enamel dots, and I end up doing is looking back at my original chipboard sheet and pulling out these cute silver stars. I definitely didn't want to bring in yellow, even though I could because Little Frog Guy has some, but I thought that, you know, I could do without and just go with the silver instead. Especially since there's some glitter on the front paper there, I thought that these silver stars helped bring out that glitter a little bit more. Now that those are glued down, this card is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed this chipboard inspired card. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments down below. I thought this would be perfect for a birthday for a little girl or little boy, or anyone who loves fantasy. But check out Sarah's link down below. You guys don't want to miss out on her card. It's absolutely beautiful. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.